How's it going, bros? My name is Divik, and welcome back into Paleo News. So, bit of unfortunate information, but also fortunate information, kinda, sorta. And this one will take a little bit of preamble, a little bit of explaining here. But at time of my recording this, we just got some new information from Wildcard, and I actually happen to have a day off from the other job, so I'm pretty much recording this right after the news came out. So, Unreal Engine 5.5, the big update that Wildcard has been hyping up, is proving to be more difficult than it previously anticipated. And so the TLDR Wildcard Edition is that, there's a lot of stuff that could break with 5.5 when it comes in. And, they're going to work as quickly as they can to get all the premium mods and free mods taken care of as quickly as possible. If I'm reading this correctly, again, of course, I'll have the text on screen. So if you guys have a different understanding, put that in the comment section. Let's get as much information, eyes on this as possible, and as much information spread around as possible here. And Ragnarok itself is being moved to June the 2nd. Now, the 5.5 upgrade is going to be launching in between April and May. So the middle-ish, kind of, sort of, I think, and of either one of those months. And, April is next month. So we still have, 2 to 3 weeks, maybe longer, for this 5.5 upgrade to happen. So there's that there. And, Ragnarok being delayed to June 2nd, and considering it's literally being developed specifically in the 5.5 version of the engine, that obviously can't come out until the 5.5 engine is out first. Does that make sense? That makes sense, right? It makes sense to me anyway. But it sounds like they are super gung-ho about the June 2nd release date. So that is spectacular news. Good to go, good to go. Now, what does that have to do with Paleo Ark? Not a whole lot, but a couple of things. Now, the dev spells it out quite clearly, so let's start with the text here. Let's just read the text, and then I'll try to explain it as best as I can. So let's go. News regarding ASA's Unreal Engine 5.5 upgrade and Ragnarok release date, and how this affects Paleo Ark releases. Community Crunch is out with some info you all have been waiting for, and a link is provided. So the two big things with this: the Unreal Engine 5.5 upgrade is dropping somewhere between mid-April and mid-May. Okay, so somewhere in that region. Good to know. And Ragnarok on ASA drops June the 2nd, as stated before. Now, how does this affect Paleo Ark? Elasmo will drop sometime after the UE 5.5 upgrade releases. Evo Plus, Rulers of the Wasteland, which includes Imperasaurus, Lido Mahadi, and our secret Stegosaur species, which, by the way, my comment section has yet to guess what it is aiming to release around that time, so probably the week of June the 2nd. We've always intended to drop it with Ragnarok, as it has a sizable desert biome with all 3 spawns in. This also works to our benefit, as we aren't sure what may possibly break with our mods when ASA upgrades to the Unreal Engine Engine 5.5. Nothing could break with our current mods. Or we could run into a ton of issues that'll require immediate fixing. I'm suspecting the former. At most, some things may need quick fixes. Work is underway on all 3 of those guys, along with several TLCs, Elasmo, Bronto, and one more, here and there as well. So what does that mean? So pretty much, Devs is expecting there to be some stuff with 5.5 that could break, potentially, Apex Predators, Ascension, and Dangerous Depths, and also Cryptocolidus' mod, which I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it'll be on screen for you. There's expected to be some stuff that could get messed up, and they're gonna want to get those fixes out as quickly as possible, if that, just to translate what some of that means. But super cool. it's good to know that they are preparing for the worst case scenario. Here's to hoping that nothing is too affected by it, but that's still really cool either way. As far as like those next creatures, I've been talking big about Elasmo for quite some time. It's a super cool creature. It looks amazing, feels amazing already, I'm pretty sure. You know what? I can't really say much more than that because, there isn't really much that's public at the moment. So I'm really just waiting on some stuff to come out. And, this is our second big tidbit of information in quite some time. But there is a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes, not just with the donators, but with the team in general. There is the aforementioned big patch that Depps has mentioned a few times that is going to fix a bunch of things, but I don't know if they're going to wait for 5.5 to drop first. Unknown at time of my recording this, but I will ask, and then there will be text on screen to confirm whether or not the big patch will happen before or after. So I will find that out after I'm done recording this voiceover. But hey, Paleo Ark is shaping up very, very well. With all three mods, all the different packs and everything else in between. It's super, super cool. But as I said, no one has guessed what the secret Stegosaur is. I even put the darn thing in a thumbnail, and y'all still didn't notice. I won't say for what video. I won't say which video I did, but it was displayed quite prominently, and nobody guessed. And it's hilarious. It's so adorable. Now, obviously, I'm not going to say what the creature is. It's a secret for a reason. But, it is hilarious. It is adorable watching you guys try to guess what it is. One person that was not a donator actually guessed correctly within the depth scored and then became a donator afterwards. So it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, actually. It's pretty cool, actually, as well. But that is all. All my waffling aside, that is all for this video. A pretty short video, but honestly, just something to get out there for everybody, and so you guys know in the grand scheme. Of course, I will also be providing a link to Community Crunch in the description below as well. So there's that. And again, I'll say it again. If you want to become a if you want to see all this stuff sooner rather than later, become a donator for Paleo Ark. You get a lot of cool stuff. The perks will be on screen for you. And seeing as this is going to be the first video to come out before I finish the thank you, we did hit 3,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that. I do greatly appreciate it. You guys really, really made my day when that dropped. I got to 2,999. Super hyped. I'm like, dude, come on, one more. And I checked again a little bit later, and there it was, 3K. Well, 3K and 1. So I did miss the straight up 3K, but we're at 3,008 right now. And as well, speaking of donators, I did get one more. So our fourth donator, shout out to you. All the thank yous will be at the end of the video. But yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. All the important links will be in the description below. And thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And I'll see you all next time. Have a good one.